Thank you, Travis. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin in Antigua and Barbuda. Regulations published under the Public Health Act, Dangerous Infectious Disease Amendment Number 6 Regulations 2020 will see visitors to Antigua and Barbuda paying US $100 for a COVID-19 test. The regulations published on June 10, 2020 states that all visitors to Antigua and Barbuda shall be tested for COVID-19 and shall pay a charge of $100 US. United States currency or its equivalent in Eastern Caribbean dollars as a charge for the test. It says that the charge is payable to the quarantine authority and the money will be paid into the consolidated fund. The updated regulations also reflect government's decision to extend the curfew window from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Still in Antigua and Barbuda, ganja is a leading cause of mental illness in Antigua and Barbuda. This was revealed by Dr. Terry Ann Joseph, the senior house officer of the psychiatric hospital, during an interview on Thursday. Dr. Joseph said that the country is sadly losing a generation of young men and women to marijuana. She emphasized that she was speaking about pure marijuana, but the mixed marijuana is cause for some concern. An amendment to the Misuse of Drugs Act allow persons to legally possess up to 15 grams of cured marijuana and form marijuana plants for personal use. People searching for ways to cope with challenges caused by the coronavirus pandemic were warned to stay clear of illicit drugs, even marijuana. Some people think that this drug helps you to relax, but according to the doctor, there is something in it called THC, and that damages the brain. And now for some news coming out of Cuba. Cuba is planning to welcome tourists with COVID-19 tests and limit their contact with locals as part of the raft of measures designed to get its vital tourism industry back up and running. The government said it would gradually open up the economy in the next weeks, with a particular focus on recovering tourism dollars lost to the lockdown. Foreign tourists, the lifeblood of Cuba's economy, will be restricted to a well-established string of coastal resorts to limit contact with local population in the country, where the government insisted the coronavirus pandemic was under control. Havana and the rest of the country will be initially reserved for local tourism. The island, with a population of just over 11 million people, registered its first cases of COVID-19, 3 Italian tourists, in March. It reported only 8 new infections on Thursday. So far, Cuba has reported 2,219 COVID-19 cases with 84 deaths. But the pandemic shutdown has throttled the economy, and the government is eyeing the early revival of tourism worth $3.3 billion in 2018. And now for our final story coming out of Jamaica. The Westmoreland Health Department is reporting a 58% decline in dengue cases in the parish since the start of the year when compared to the similar period in 2019. Chief Public Health Inspector for Westmoreland, Steve Morris, said that since January, the parish has recorded 125 cases of dengue fever, a decrease of about 175 over the corresponding period last year. He noted, however, that last month there was a small increase in the Aedes index, which he attributed to persistent rainfall in the parish. Morris said that sustained efforts of the Westmoreland Health Department and other agencies to eliminate mosquito breeding sites have resulted in the decline. He noted that temporary task workers are out in the field carrying out inspections and tasks related to the vector control program implemented by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. There were 67 confirmed dengue-related deaths on the island last year. Well, that has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching, and back to you, Travis.